And the third, my company is Black Series Edition LLC. We are working on two different screen paints at the same time. So we are working on our new dedicated, or FLE dedicated Apex Gamer, and we're also working on invisible technology. So it's the reason why I went out and purchased a machine that will allow us to be able to drag and drop images and write on the screen and stuff like that. Also, too, we have our projecting mapping equipment here that is needed for doing these applications for all different forms of projector mapping. Projector mapping is extremely important because if you're doing any kind of odd shaped screen, this is where the projector mapping comes in fantastic, because instead of you basically just having this, what's the word for it? Like you have a dome. So if you have a dome, it's really hard to coat a dome if you basically are using a regular projector, because a regular projector is going to come up square, and that image is not going to be square. It's going to be a dome. It's going to be kind of hard to fill the whole inside of it. And projector mapping is fantastic for that, because you can just map whatever you want, color in, draw, whatever with infrared, and fill out those spots that are really hard to get with the regular projector. So you are using a projector. It's just that basically the mapping allows you to be getting those nooks and crannies and areas you usually can't get in, because you can actually control where you want the projection to go. So in the process, we're blessed with these new ingredients for a technology that we're now calling our FLE. Remember the name of it. We have so many different formulas we do. Bum, 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 bum. I literally lost concentration that quick. Like, literally, seriously. I just can't remember the name of it. We literally just wrote it down in the caption what it is. Oh, FLE Invisible Infinity Black 1. That's what it's called. So it has multiple shades. Multiple shades. It has a light, mid, and super dark. The reason why we developed that way, because when we were developing first darker invisible technology, we had some customers that wanted it lighter, some wanted it darker. This allows you to give you a chance to adjust the multiple layer application on how dark and how light you want it. Look, he's bouncing back and forth thinking he's going to be on camera, but he's not, because the camera's up high. That's why I'm watching him run back and forth, trying to get on camera. But anyway, this is the lightest version of it, and we're going to have 3 different shades. You can see which one is which, and the reason why is because each one does something different. So pretty much, if you're using ultra short throw, which I see a lot, and especially if you're doing storefront applications, that's fantastic, because again, you don't have to worry about any of the lamp glare bouncing and hitting the screen or piercing you in the face, because it bounces off a mirror, hits the screen, it cancels out altogether. I've done with ultra short the windows before. It works perfectly. Or you can do it with lenshift. And the lenshift is where they take a projector, they stick it up really high, so it has nowhere near to hit the screen, but they shift the image downward that will make contact with the screen. That cancels out any lamp glare altogether, just gone. That's what you would do if you're using the lighter version of the application. Now, if you're going to go dark, then basically you can run anything you want, because heavier projectors, they can't pierce the screen. The images will come through, but the lamp glare is left behind, so you don't have to worry about that at all, period. It is a spray-on application. You have to spray it on with the paint sprayer. You cannot roll this on. If you roll this on, you will literally damage your screen, so do not do that. This stuff is permanent. So you do it on a roller, you will damage it. There's no way to fix it once you do it, because it'll leave a hilly, bumpy effect from the roller. I don't care if you use foam rollers, don't do it. Spray on application only, extremely easy to use. You don't have to have any special paint sprayer. You can go get a Wagner. We have some paint sprayers for $40 to run, no problem. If it shoots, it's good. What else can I tell you? We have right here, I have my detail, or if I put it away. No, I didn't put it away, it's right here. It's my detail specification sheet. One of the things we did put down on it, that it has, let me see. So this is a FLE Invisible Infinity 1 Black info sheet. This technology is using we have a new form of FLEG, and this is right here, Fusion Light Energy Gain. It's a new form of technology we're working on. Fully ultra short though compatible, of course, because that's what's needed, and rear projection, very important. It is fully weatherproof because the screens are submersible, which means these screens can be dunked underwater. If you're going to be using it for any form of visual effects, as I said before, we're using projector mapping applications over here, and we're able to map right through it. So if you're going to be using this for like any form of special effects, stuff like that, this stuff is fantastic for that. Let me see, projector mapping applications, what we put right there. Now, mind you, I put that down there before we actually did the demonstrations on projector mapping. I'm actually designing my specification sheet. As I said before, our technology comes from God. So with that being said, I can literally design my specification sheets before we do the test because I know it's going to work. So we're doing it right now. We just did this last night. So yes, it is projector mapping versus projector mapping applications. Projector interactive technology. Yeah, that's an easy one right there. Rear projection capabilities, which we already showed off already. Projector Lumen capabilities inside start at 50 lumens. We display that. As a matter of fact, we're doing that right now because the projector I'm using is 50 lumens. Let's see, capable with visual effects and special effects. We have equipment for that. And let me see, projector, let's see, paint on application, information, spray on application only, which I did clear that up. Multi-coat layer application, meaning how many layers, I'm trying to read through the phone, how many layers of paint to lighten or darken the screen. So we're going to have a marked number on where you don't want to go. And we're going to tell you exactly one code application is one code application. But yeah, we're going to see if we can basically go overboard on one of the surfaces and see how badly it reacts to where the sweet spot is going to be at. This is what I mean by when you develop rear projection technology, you literally have to have this information and anything you sell involving rear projection technology. You can't just put down on a specification sheet it's rear. That's it. Where's the rest of it? And we've literally seen people do this. Literally go in and say, oh, it's rear. What do you mean it's rear? There's so much information missing. You're going to mess your screen up. You know how expensive a transparent surface is? We're talking about glass, plexiglass, fiberglass. That stuff that costs money at the end of the day. So you wreck one of them, you will wreck one of them. And you know the process of trying to remove any form of solution of one of those surfaces, it is a nightmare. You'll end up wrecking the surface even worse. So all in all, you're going to toss it and have to go do it all over again. It's expensive when you do transparent surfaces. So you want to make sure you get it right. You want to make sure you know what you're talking about. Let me see. Multi-layer. Okay, lights. Okay. So we're basically multi-coat layer application, meaning how many layers of paint to light or darken the screen. Light paint on coats, a coated application, projectors requirement. So this tells you what projectors are required if you're using a lighter coat. They don't tell you this, and this is important because this can mean the difference of your customers being hit in the face with a 5,000, 4,000, 1,000 in projector direct contact hit to a face. So you have to know what projectors to use because you're going to have something called lamp glare. It pops up. It's the projector's lamp actually pushing to the screen, calling off the glare. So if you're using a lighter coat, we advise for you to use ultra short throw projectors or projectors with lens shift capabilities, which means projector sits up high and the image comes down. If you're using a darker layer, no special projectors required. Now, when you say special projectors required, customers are going to think, what do you mean by special? Like, what kind of projectors are there besides the ones that I already know? You have to specify what projectors you're actually talking about. This is why I tell them when people write specification sheets, they'll put dumb things in there like, hey, I don't advise you to use this at home. All right, so why don't you advise me to use this at home? What's going to happen if I use this at home? Is something going to go wrong with the projector? Is it going to give off some kind of strange reaction? You let people's minds race. You don't do that because, again, that causes problems. So you basically have to explain why. All right, let me see. Can't let them figure it out because, again, people's minds race at the end of the day. You have to tell them why. And the reason why some people do put this in their specification sheets to try to make the product seem like it's more than what it is. It's more technical than what it is. It's nothing at all, period. We've had it. We tested it. It worked in our home with no problem whatsoever. I have no idea why they put that in there. Let me see. And then at the top, we put surface information, transparent surfaces only. Because again, you're not going to, if you're going to paint this to a surface that's non-transparent, just buy screen paint. Just buy that instead. So right now, that is the light specification. That's the light version of it. It's nowhere near done. Nowhere near done. There's going to be somewhere between 9 to 10,000 charters in there. We're gonna max out easy. We're gonna easy max out the shopping cart. So we're just gonna have to get the basics here, and the more advanced version will have to be on the showcase. There's no way in the world 8,000 is going to fit that thing when we get done, because this thing has the invisible technology has so many different multiple applications you can do with it. It's not even funny. All right, so right now we're doing a little projector mapping. Right now we are transforming our fish we have here through our projector. This is the light form system. Sadly, the company who made these went out of business in COVID. It's a shame because it's a beautiful piece of equipment. This is the camera system. This sees the screen or anything you want. Beautiful thing about projector mapping, you can direct your image where you want it to go. If I want it to be on that bottle, I can project on that bottle. It's cables, anything I want. I can make those cables glow different colors. That's a pretty cool idea. Anyway, so yeah, this is what's beautiful about projector mapping. So this is fantastic when we finish the aqua screen. We got the screen we're developing that basically it's a strange screen. It's designed to be submerged underwater. And this is also a projector mapping application that also involves this technology also too. This technology is a stair step of part of this technology. So it basically allows you to submerge a screen underwater and project whatever you want. Now, for some people saying, hey, I can just buy fish, but you can't buy a mermaid, can you? Can't buy sea monsters, can't buy krakens, can't put anything like that. You can't put the city of Atlantis. You can put whatever you want down there on your tank. You can put the massive aquarium, koi fish, whatever you want. Because koi fish are extremely expensive. Whatever you want. No maintenance involved whatsoever. How would you give it a kind of a bubble effect? Now, some people I talk to, they're getting customized units made. They're getting these tanks that are made about that wide. That's it. And they're going to slap that piece in there so they have the bubble effect of actual real water around the tank, and they're going to project right through it. So you could bring in one of your programmer buddies, and they can put in some virtual stuff in there, some kind of AI interactive mermaid you want to put in there, and then, yeah, she'll swim all through the tank and all that, and pretty cool and all that. So yeah, that's some of the stuff we're working on, and that's why we're working on the interactive technology, because that'll be us to be able to manipulate and communicate with the mermaid while she's in the tank. And who's doing all that work for us? Well, yeah, our tech buddy. I got a friend of mine. I told you, rewrote the operating system for Windows XP. I got all these people got super crazy brains at the end of the day. Hey, how about you guys help me out with some of these projects? So they're nice. They're going to help me out with a few things. So that's just great, because this is areas that would cost me a ton of money if I went to somebody else to get it done. All right, so benefits of knowing people with high IQs. Let me see. So let's come out of here. We got our fish here, because we don't want people thinking that, oh, well, maybe he just projected this from the projector. Okay, so let's do something different. And this is why we need the monitor, because you need two monitors. You need a monitor and a projector to run your mapping technology. Let me see. We're going to come out of here. I'm going to take this out altogether, so it's gone from there. I mean, still being shown there. And we'll take out this, and then we'll go in, and like I like to do, I like to write on the screen. So we'll just put a big OK there. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Put a B there. Bam. All right, now we got the KB over there. Now, KB is going to land over there, because I just infrared painted on the screen, but you can't see it. But it's right there showing. That's why I got to get the ink pen for this thing. All right, going to create it, which means we're going to put our sensors all around it. There's our sensors popping up there. And now we're going to go in, and we are going to hit, should we be in design? We should be in design. No, we should be here. There we go. Now we come over here, and we just have to select what we want out of our category. Now we can choose what I want here out of my own selection up here, or I can choose what they have. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to choose, let me see, out of my file, right there. Click on my file. And then over here, we got all our stuff we get to play with. These are all the stuff I downloaded. I can just add it right on over there. Now, this is also fantastic as a form of advertising. Yeah, you can advertise and paint whatever you want right there, right on your glass. If you have projector mapping software, you can use it like that. AdTech works that way. AdTech, you can actually write on the glass and projector mapping. Yep. It's not just projecting images to your screen. AdTech has the ability to, it's projector mapping technology. You can run projectors right through it, right on your screen, whatever you want. And if I see, now I'm not an artist on that level where I can just draw out crazy like that, but I did have a friend come over. He's a graffiti artist. He came out there and he did the drawing, this design. It was amazing. I was like, wow, I can't do that. But anyway, it was a crazy design. He brought it all to life. He said, well, this is freaking cool. I like this stuff. Because, I mean, he brought his whole entire design to work, to light using the technology, but also to the projector mapping, which I think now he invested in it. All right, let's get a little universe thing going on here. I like this whole universe thing. Ooh, we're gonna turn our name into a universe. Yeah. All right, so that's already inserted. So all we got to do is now just go over and publish. And now it's going to be rendering the project. And the project will pop over here. Bam. There's my universe right there. And where would Taco be? Of course, right there so you can be seen on camera. I told you he's a camera junkie. I got to go over, step over top him because that's what cats do. Now see the glare coming through? That's because this is the lighter form. The darker form is right there. So that's why I said that's why you're best using projectors with lens shift that shift the image down, or basically using ultra short throw when you're using to shade this light. But as you can see, there's my image popping through. And the projector we're using is, yeah, my 50 lumen little portable right there. I just gave you a little cool idea. Let's put some big circles in there. All right, I want to change this out. And I'm going to take this application off. I'm just going to put some big old circles in there. Where's the whatchamacallit, the paintbrush? There we go. Make one a little bigger than that. I'll put one there, there, and there. We're just doing something simple. That's all. Let me see. Back over here. My design. Let me see. I'm gonna do something in their category. Oh, I'm gonna do. We should do a whole freaking what do you call it? Like a little cyber thing going off in there. I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the different. No, I don't want to do the different worlds. We'll do there's. I got an idea here. Choose my selection. Oh, I'm gonna take this circuit board design. Put that right in there. There we go. There we go. Circuit board going on in there. All right. Oh, get back over here. There we go. And we're going to insert that. I'll publish that. There we go. Got a little matrix thing going on with the circuit board design, right? Okay, so now we're going to hook it up, go back in, and put a nice little design over top of it. So, oh, wait, I forgot. We got to go back and we got to paint. Definitely got to paint. All right, so grab our brush, and now we're going to paint. Let me see. Oh, by the way, if you notice in the scan, that's the water bottle right there. So the water bottle came up in the scan. So we're going to keep it. I'm going to paint over the area we're just in. Just cover all that up. There we go. Now, we're still working on both. I know people thinking like, oh, they just changed. No, we can work on multiple screen paints at the same time. I do it all the time. I'm actually engineering 3 more, and I'm actually working on the gamer, and I'm working on the new technology all at the same time. People are getting there and just spread all kinds of rumors at the end of the day out of fear. They're going to say, oh, he had to change up because the other one didn't work. Have you seen what this technology over here, that gamer technology looks like on a $10 projector and a bunch of boxes? Woo! That thing looks absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to get my machine finished. As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to be getting my parts in to finish off this thing so I can get ready and get started on my torture rack. Wait, that's what it's called. It's called a rack, bench rack, what do you call it? Torture rack, what do you call it? But anyway, convert that machine down there, and then we'll start working on our the PS5. Oh my goodness, man. So basically I was mistaken in a few things about the PS5. You can add the full 8 terabytes to the motherboard. What the freak? That thing costs that kind of money? $1,000? Are you kidding me? $1,000? Those things are almost near $1,000. 8 terabytes of an M2 solid state drive can be roughly in the range of $800 to $1,000. Let me explain something to you here. It's a console. No. Not in a million years. No. PC, yes. Console, no. It's a console. Why in the world would I dump that kind of money into a console system? No. Now I see why. Well, no, not really. Actually, tell you the truth, because they don't benefit off of it. They don't. They don't make it. The highest I think they make is 4. No. No. And the Xbox, I went through their specifications too, and their hard drive capability, and it's even worse. No. I'm gonna build it. I'm putting in 4. That's it. That's as far as I'm putting this 4. 4 terabytes is as far as we're going. That's it. No. You've lost your mind. It costs more to upgrade the hard drive than the system itself. It's not even worth it. No. Now PC, yes, I'm gonna sit there and pay a couple $1,000 for graphic card and i9 processor and all that stuff. You're gonna pay a lot of money to put that thing in. You're gonna build an elite system. Yes, then yes, you would spend that kind of money, but no. It's like it's like putting what do you call it? What's it called? DeLorean doors on a Kia. And you know what DeLorean doors cost? The original DeLorean doors, how expensive those things are. They're super expensive. And you're gonna put that on a Kia of all cars? I'm not saying that wrong with the Kia. Kia's a beautiful vehicle, but it's not something you would do. You know what I mean? That's like having like $50,000 bottle of vintage wine, and you pour it in a milk carton that was severed in half. A half a milk carton. You're drinking a $50,000 wine in a milk carton. That's what it's like. There's no way in the world. No way in the world. Oh, I saw the price and I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Anyway, let's get back to work here. Yeah, kind of a bit of a shocker there. I was like, no. So I thought that basically the most you can max that was 4, and that was it. And you had to put on an external hard drive. But no, you can actually put the full 8 on it. But the full 8? Are you kidding me? No, we're not doing that. That's way too much money. All right, let me see. We're done here. I'm gonna go in here and grab something from there. Yeah. Okay, get here. Right there. Let's go back over here. Let's go right here from here. Something I want to add to this. I want to do that kind of. There we go. That matrix screen effect. That's what I want. Ooh, that's gonna look pretty nice. There we go. We'll take that. We'll put that in. Now we're gonna put like a kind of a screen door kind of effect up there, like a force field. Kind of reminds me of that. Was it in Star Trek or was it in Star Trek? I'm trying to figure out which episode it was. That they landed inside of this huge net. It was a giant net. I think it was a god. He was based not an actual god, but you know, in their world they have gods. And he actually had this net for catching starships. He was a collector. I forgot what it was, but yeah, it was a giant net just like that. And shit was moving back and forth and hitting thrusters, and they couldn't destroy it or whatever. It was kind of interesting. All right, so we got the net field up. We call it our force field. Now let's put just kind of generating energy through it. We did this before on another setup, but we're just going to do it through here. Just give people the idea that people that are going to be in this field, that are going to be working with this technology, what they can do with it, because they got companies who watch these demonstrations. You want to be on camera because you're just dying to be on camera. Look at him. Okay. Just wonder, he's just, you see his ears popping up over there, right? He's just sitting in that one spot. Taco likes to be on camera. He does. He likes to be on camera. He's been that way since I've had him. He's just not, no, look, he just goes and lays down like, whatever. How dare you? When you want to be on camera, you know you did. But this helps companies out and other people out that are working on projects. They find our videos, and this is a way for them to work on their projects and stuff. Because, I watch other people's stuff, and I see stuff that other people do, and it helps me out with my projects. So we all work together. All right, so let's go get another force field in here. So we don't actually need to actually paint this. We can actually add it right over top of the force field. So we're going to go back into our pictures again, and we're going to grab ourselves this one over here. This will give us the energy field charge right here. That's already inserted in. All we got to do now is just, come on, get me out of here, and just polish it in, and it'll pop up. And there it is. Now, we're going to be doing this today submerged underwater. That's the next stage. That's why we have the tank in here. So I figured out how to get it to stand up in the tank. I'm going to use some water bottles and put a lot of water in them, and of course weight it down inside of the tank, so that way we can get this to push, because it has to be in the center. You can't have it laying against, because then people will accuse you of basically hitting a projector image off the side of a container and claiming it to be the screen inside. So you have to basically delete all theory of basically possibility of you committing. People think you're committing any kind of fraud. That's why you test your stuff. Anyway, I can't express that enough about testing. So basically, if you notice in any video, we've always had screens in the center. And if a projector hits glass, it's not going to show up. It just doesn't work that way. You can't project off glass. If that was the case, then you would have everybody projecting off glass. You just can't project off glass. It doesn't work. The image won't pick up. It gives a kind of a ghost effect. All right, so now we got our cool design pushing off there. Let's go pop and see what's going on the other side of our projector mapping. Woo, isn't that pretty cool? Wow. Now, keep in mind that the Infinity, our new technology here, our Infinity 1, our Invisible Infinity 1 technology, it's not really a home theater projection screen painting. It's basically designed for companies, for projector mapping, stuff like that, visual effects, all that crazy stuff they're going to do with it. That's what it's designed for. You can use it for, if you want to, coating a sheet of plexiglass and sticking your projector behind it. It does have that capability. Will it absorb sunlight? No, it will not absorb sunlight. Only one can do that, and that's the AdTech. Later on, we are planning to come out with a physical projection screen that has AdTech's technology embedded into it that allows you to put your ultra short throws behind it. But until then, if you just want to use something for now, this will do it. Now, keep in mind, because it's designed for companies, it's pricey. It has a different price tag attached to it. Also, too, it's a little bit complicated to make. So, chances are, roughly, it's going to be around $600 to $700 a gallon. We only sell this stuff in gallons only. That's it. There's no point in selling it in quarts. By the time you drop this stuff into a container, try to do a multi-layer application, you will not have enough paint to do it. So that's why it requires a gallon. That's why we sell them that way. Usually the people that are going to pick this up, I say, are the people that are doing screens, or people that have these high-end projectors. They spent $5,000, $3,000 for these machines, and they're going to want to have a piece of plexiglass, set this thing behind the back of it, and that's what people are going to buy it. I say basically for the other half for customers. The other half, basically, they're going to be doing all kinds of crazy stuff with it. I just had somebody ordered some invisible black technology. Not this stuff, but something else we had on this, or not on the site. You have to go through pre-order. Oh, you have to go through an invoice to get it, and they're doing a bar. So all the glass panels that are wrapped around this bar are basically coated with that technology, and they have projectors behind it to turn the wall on anything they want. Is that sick or what? It's crazy ideas. I'm telling you, I love it. So that's what they did with it. So that's what the kind of people are going to be buying it. And when they buy it, they buy like 9 or 10 gallons. They buy 3 gallons. They buy 2 gallons. You know what I mean? That's what they're doing. They bring in their own sprayer, with painters going to come and do the work and all that. So we have to have all that information there. It's basically water-based. Everything we design is water-based. Has to be water-based. I mean, even though I don't have the lung disease anymore, still I'm a little sensitive to certain smells and they trigger me. So basically everything literally has to be water-based. And especially we're shipping this stuff to the United States Postal Service with to show that it is a water-based chemical. What else? Definitely going to come in some new containers. So we got some new vapor lock gallon containers coming through and 5 gallons. So the most we make this in for companies is 1 gallon to 5. We do from there. If we do 5 gallons, we do get discounts. We do 5 gallons from there. And as you can see, yeah, we can run 50s off them with no problem whatsoever. So that thing definitely expanded. That's pretty cool. We can run 50s off them with no problem whatsoever. So yeah, your 1,000 lumen projector inside is going to be a cakewalk for it. All right. Well, next stage is to show it underwater. So we'll be doing that later on today. And I still have some work to do here on the PC to get that ready. And I do want to show off some more of the gaming technology over there. All right, people, hope you enjoyed. Of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology, because if it wasn't for him, this would not even exist. As a matter of fact, last night he was talking to me the entire time, explaining to me we're going through making the design for it, the work, the specification sheet, everything. The Lord was talking to me the entire time. And here we are now, we have this technology. Isn't God good? God is absolutely amazing. Let's show something really quick here before we go. That's the darker version of it. Yeah, it's a beast. I mean, you can push right through it. That's what's bouncing off from here over there, because we got it overlapping. As you can see, the white wall won't read it. Yeah, that's the black version of it. That's the ultra black. That's how we got the name Infinity One Black. That is the top version of it. So usually people that are going to be using this, or people are going to be, what they want a screen they can mask behind something. They don't want to see the projector, nothing. This will kill all lamp glare, everything. You could drop ultra short those. I don't care what the lumen count, it'll kill it. Your image only will push through. Image comes up nice and bright. Watch this. Let me go over and change this out. This is why that dark is very important. The light's good too. It depends on what you're going to be using it for. What kind of application you're going to be using it for. Now the aqua screens are different. It's a whole different category of screen. They have a strange color. Actually, technically they're blue, but they have a weird color. They're blue and they can read white light. We showed you that technology before. You know, different color screen paints we're engineering that could read white light. I mean, literally when we're showing off these demonstrations, when you're doing a blue projection screen, a red projection screen, different color screens, you have to do white level tests on that. You have to drop it at 1,000 lumens. And the reason why, because some people would cheat and use high powered 5,000 projectors to try to amp up the white levels on a surface that's basically producing blue, green, or red. You can't do that. You have to drop it at 1,000 lumens. You have to have it at a distance throw, which we have in demonstrations. I can dig it up. We got it logged in. And you have to be to show that your screen can pull white levels just like a white sheet of paper at a projector at a low lumen count. You have to do that when you do a color screen. Other than that, you're going to be in a lot of trouble if you don't. It's best that you do this. When people get mad and angry at me about the whole testing thing, you have to test your stuff. You don't test your stuff and you bump into somebody like me out here, you're in a lot of trouble, buddy. You're in a lot of trouble. Because I'm the type of person at the end of the day will go through your stuff. And there's a lot of people just like me, that will go through your stuff to make sure you are legit who you say you are. Some people go farther than that. They'll take you to court over it. Yeah, then you better make sure your stuff is correct. I'm in this office right now. Anybody wants to walk in here, they can see this technology just the same way you're seeing it right now. We're in a commercial environment right now. So if it works here, it works there. And that means anybody comes in here can also see it too. Which I am going to bring somebody in because they got to see this thing is freaking cool as on the what. All right, let me see. I wanted to do, oh yeah. We got to go back to this real quick. All right, so we're going to take out these applications right now. I want to do the disappearing orb. Get that song stuck in my head. Watching the trailer for Call of Duty, and the guy came through with the freaking Finnegan and the full body juggernaut suit, took out a helicopter, and that's the song they're playing in the background. Perfect song for it too. Do you have any idea how much that armor weighs? That's 80 pounds. I looked all that stuff up. That thing is 80 pounds. That's a lot of freaking weight to be carrying. You can, on top of that, consider the fact that the clip is on his back. He's carrying a clip. He's carrying a railgun. You have any idea how much weight that is? Woo! No wonder they had that whole oxygen thing connected there. Yeah, because I can see it must be really hard to breathe in those things. But I can see why they got all that equipment in there. But sheesh, 80 pounds. So, tank on wheels, literally. Let's see. You see, I'm pretty sure some are even heavier than that. That's why you notice that the guys are juggernauts. They're big guys. They're really big guys. All right, let me see. Okay, we're going to take care of this. This is off. This is off. Did we take this off? We took the surface off. Okay, surface is off. Okay, so let's go in and let's produce the black. So we're going to go in and we're going to do the whole surface. Expand it. We're going to expand our surface right here. Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, what in the world? Because, yeah, I saw the video and I was like, how much does that armor weigh? I want like 80 pounds? Sheesh. My weights that I have my weights come in portable cases. That's one of the cases my weights come in. I take them everywhere I go. There they go. Those are my weights right there that I lift with. They're 40 pounds. So 80 pounds. I couldn't imagine carrying that kind of weight on me. That's insane. And then I remember when I was watching Predator, and Jesse the Body had the rail gun, and I'm like, where the heck is the clip? And dude was like, it's on his back. I was like, oh crap! Yeah, I saw Predator when I was 16 years old. I saw it on my 16th birthday. I asked my mom when to go see it, the movie, and she gave me the money, and that's what I wanted. That's all I wanted, was to see Predator with a bunch of my friends and watch the movie when it came out. Oh man, I remember the trailers. Back then were just much more hype. They were just much more hype, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm a big fan of Arnold. Oh my goodness, man, Predator, man, I gotta go see that, man. I gotta see that. My birthday came. I was like, Mom, I want to see it so bad on my 16th birthday. Before I got in trouble, I want to go see it. And we all went out to go watch Predator. Never forget that, man. Ugh, camera's coming off. Never forget that as long as I live, man. When I saw him walking with that gun, I was like, oh shoot, he had a freaking rail gun, whatever you want to call them. But anyway, and I was like, where's the clip? My buddy was like, it's on his back. Like, wow. Yeah, that's got to be heavy. But anyway, let's get this done. All right. I got to trim this up a little bit here. Right there. Put our whatchamacallit right there. These little test screens, like these samples right here we're working on. And we take them other places. Easy for me to transport the screen and show it off. All right. So let's all code it right there. Can we get the, well, anything else, if it hits, it's a black field, it's not going to bring it up. So let's create that surface, and then let's go over and let's we're done with that. Let's go to our selection and let's bring up our orb on here. It's fine, it's stuff. I find anything kind of fascinating. I study here just about everything. Yeah, see how it sees here? Comes back out. Disappears right through there. Now we're gonna go in. I'm gonna publish this baby. And it'll pop up over here. It'll come out. Disappear right through there. Whoop. We have a bit of a mess here. I gotta get this one first. There we go. It's gonna be in my head all day long. Literally, it's gonna be in my head all day long. Make sure she's back where she's supposed to be at. There we go. Should be disappearing there. Whoop. And again, doesn't like to move. Oh, but now you move. Right in the line of the camera. You. Do you want to be on camera that bad? Bam! There we go. In your face. In your face, taco cam. Taco cam. Taco cam. All up in his face like bam. He wants to be on camera so bad. He does that a lot. He wants to be on camera so bad. But yeah. This is where the darker technology comes in much better, because basically it just gives off more of a realistic effect, especially when you're doing like really dark scenes. It's very important. Now I'm going to get a circle piece of plexiglass, and we're going to do that because the circles plexiglass has more of an impact because it's a square. People think because it's a square, projectors producing. I literally had to write into the screens, because people already thought I wasn't doing any projector mapping. Even though it says it's projector mapping, they didn't believe it. Said, oh, it's not real projector mapping. Okay, here you go. Dot, 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 right into the screen. Ta-da. Do that when you're projecting and see what happens. Can't do it on your projector. Can you? No. It's mapping equipment. Man, this thing is crazy, man. It gives basically all my information, man, up here. It gives me basically from my projector. I can't show you some other stuff is on here. It's reading out. But literally, this thing will give out like the manufacturing number. Jeez, these things dig up everything. This is the reason why I went with this particular setup. They had the ones that had it was the projector itself. They had the mapping equipment already installed in, but they're like 1,000 lumens, and they were knockoff machines. And there was no way in the world we're going to run on our technology, so it was a waste of money if I purchased one of those. The one I purchased was this one, because this kit allows you to turn any projector you want into mapping equipment, which I thought is fantastic. I have to use ultra short throw, connect it on that. We got ultra short throw, run it off long throw, run it off picos. This is fantastic. That's why I bought this thing. I had mine for about 4 years. Now, trying to find one of these, good luck. They're very hard to find. And if you do happen to find one, chances are they're not going to give them up. There are people usually, I haven't found anyone. I try to get like another one for joining them together. I can't find one. Got a better chance of winning the lottery in all 50 states at the same time. That's how rare they are to get. That's why I would never give up this equipment. I've had people ask me if I want to sell it. No, we're not doing that. We're not selling it. Now see how this one looks right here? Still has a nice little cool effect to it, but it looks better if it's on the black, because that's the way it's meant to look, on the black, just like that. So when I was watching the demonstration of people showing off the light form they first got it, and everybody's in the room showing theirs off and having fun with it, and I was like looking at theirs, they were doing it on a white screen. I'm like, how the frick are you doing it on a white screen? And it shows in the background it has to be black. Okie doke. All right. Hope you people enjoyed what we did over here. Had some fun showing you off the capabilities of our new technology. This is probably not going to be available anytime soon. Probably most likely the end of the month is when we'll have this available. Most likely October. We got the season screens. After Halloween passed, we're just going to call them what they are, season screens. We're calling them Halloween screens because it's Halloween. It's going to be near Halloween and people are going to use those things to haunt their lawn with. But after that, we're going to be calling the season screen. So I got some places where I want to set up to do some Christmas decoration, some Christmas projection demonstrations off of it. And yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic screen, fully acoustic. Put your speakers behind it, play your Christmas music, Halloween music, or whatever you play behind the back of it, and it'll transfer right to the screen. And as you know, from the end of the day, I have no idea why people try to compete with us in acoustic technology because, again, the acoustic technology, we went out and bought certified screens that were acoustic technology to put against our own products. But people steal our specifications. They will literally, because they don't know what they're talking about, they'll come to our channel and take our information and put it in theirs and say, hey, look, we have the same thing, but you're using my specification. So it just shows at the end of the day that why we consider ourselves to be the best, because everybody copies us. They copy us because they don't know what they're doing. So I guess if you're going to copy off somebody, you're not going to go to school. You're not going to copy off a kid that has bad grades. If you're trying to get an A in class, you're going to copy off the kid that gets all the A's. So we must be know what we're doing. If our haters are copying everything that we do, including our specification sheets. Now, I'm pretty sure he tried to do that to try to tick us off, but it would make me angry at the end of the day. You know why? Because you don't know what you're doing. If you have to copy what I'm doing, I already know you don't know what you're doing. So you can't sell something to somebody that you don't even understand because you had to steal the information from somebody else. It's kind of like going to a job interview and lying on your application that you speak 7 languages when you really don't speak 7 languages at all, period. They're going to find out sooner or later, especially when they start asking questions. Yep. So pretty much when people do that, you don't bother me because I know you don't know it. If you did know it, you wouldn't have to copy from me. You'd have your own stuff. And knowing that, if you don't understand what we do, then you're going to have a problem trying to sell that screen, because people who buy acoustic technology screens are people at the end of the day that know what they're getting themselves into. They did the research. They know why it's a particular special type of screen. But some of these people that'll contact you will be what they call them sound carnivores, when people are insane with knowing about sound and all that stuff. Yeah, they're going to know what they're going to talk to you. And if you don't know what you're talking about, they're going to go elsewhere. All right. Well, that being said, I got to go. Why don't we do a bowl, an invisible bowl? I do a bowl, a spear. We want to design some other stuff. And we're still working on that screen over there, which that'll be showing it off pretty soon because that does involve projector mapping. Should we play with that right now? Nah, can make that part of the video. We're doing something different. I do want to play with that right now, but I would do it next time around. I want to make sure it's fully done before I start playing around with that, because that's not even finished yet. Oh, I can't wait to finish that thing. All right, people, we got much to do. Hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Thank you for your time. I'd say probably around first week of October, this will be available. We still got some more testing, some stuff I want to play around with, and I definitely want to submerge this stuff underwater, see what we can play around with. All right, got to go. Thank you for your time, and God bless. Submerge it underwater.